everyone, this is Dr. Liv with New Insight, and thank you for joining me in another video. The title of today's video is Understanding Values and Compatibility in Relationships. Values represent the core beliefs that shape who we are. They're instilled in us through our families, tradition, culture, and faith. These guiding principles define what we see as right or wrong, acceptable or unacceptable, and they influence our attitudes, beliefs, and decision making, essentially how we show up in the world. Our values determine what we prioritize, what we're intentional about, and how we invest our time, energy, and attention. But the reality is, not everyone shares the same values. That means people often have different perspectives on what is right, wrong, or important. Common values include honesty, respect, kindness, self-discipline, accountability, loyalty, family, and even things like career or leisure. However, people don't always act in alignment with their values. Sometimes impulsivity, impatience, or the desire for instant gratification takes over. Other times, pressure from peers or society leads people to compromise their values and principles, wanting to be liked, accepted, or seen as successful. Past trauma or psychological abuse can also cause people to lose touch with their core values, especially if they've been taught that doing things the right way don't seem to work out for them. When that happens, people may suspend or even abandon the very values that once guided them. Now, when it comes to relationships, differences in core values can create serious challenges, especially if there's no willingness or ability to communicate and compromise. For example, imagine a couple where one partner highly values family and responsibility, while the other partner prioritizes fun and leisure. At first, their differences might seem to balance each other out, but over time, they may clash. The partner who values family might start feeling neglected or unsupported, while the one who values fun might feel controlled or criticized. In a second example, imagine a partner who values financial stability, planning, and saving for the future, while the other partner values living in the moment, enjoying life, and spending freely. At first, their differences might seem exciting. One brings structure and the other brings spontaneity. But over time, these differences in values can create tension. The partner who values saving might start to feel anxious, unsupported, or even resentful when money is spent impulsively. Meanwhile, the partner who values enjoyment might feel restricted, controlled, or misunderstood. And if they cannot communicate and find common ground, for example, by agreeing on a budget that allows both saving and occasional fun, the relationship can become filled with arguments, guilt, and blame. Without healthy communication and mutual compromise, frustration and resentment build. One or both partners start to feel unheard, misunderstood, or even disrespected, and the relationship becomes unbalanced with unmet needs and emotional disconnect growing beneath the surface. Compatibility isn't about having identical values. It's about being able to respect, understand, and integrate each other's priorities in a way that supports the relationship's mutual satisfaction. It is important to reflect. What are your values? Do you live by them, or have you strayed from them? Understanding this helps you to build relationships rooted in authenticity, respect, and shared intention. Because when you stop living by your values, you risk abandoning your true self. You become more vulnerable to external pressures, unhealthy influences, and behaviors that harm your emotional well-being. Understanding your values and how they align or clash with your partners is essential for building a healthy, long-lasting relationship based on balance and mutual understanding. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.